about Deep Shika's world. Good morning. How are you? Oh, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Just uploaded. Be the first pin of the day. Hi, Deep Shika. How are you? Jessica Schrock. Hi. How are you, my friend? Thanks, guys, for coming by. Appreciate it. Jessica, where are you from? $5 billion in the house, guys. I appreciate it. I'm just on my way to Minneapolis. I'm actually in a rental car, so that's why my picture is different than my truck. There, let's do it like that, to where it doesn't show as much of like my phone holder and stuff. doing today? Doing good, James. How are you, my friend? Where are you from? I'm currently in Michigan here. I'm on my way to Minneapolis. Got a long drive ahead of me. Oh, from where I started out, I had a 9.5 hour drive. We will get it done today. Cool Thug, hi, how are ya? Thank you for coming by. Ah, you're in North Carolina. What part of North Carolina? I drive a truck for a living. I don't know if you've been on my channel before, but I drive a truck, so I've been through North Carolina a lot. That's why I asked what part. Cool Thug, where are you from? Hi, good evening. How do you do? I do well. I'm just driving along. It's early here. It's almost, well, it's about 10 to 8. It's actually not that early. I left almost 2 hours ago. Wow. Ravik Cosmo, where are you from? Looks like some pretty dark clouds ahead, though. I think it's gonna be a rainy day. North part of the Piedmont, okay. I am South Korea. More, I am in Brazil. Oh, you're South Korean, but you're in Brazil? Okay, that'd be cool to be in Brazil. I think you're only like the second person that's ever been on my stream from Brazil. It's very cool. I am in the USA. I am in Michigan. Like I said, I'm on my way to Minneapolis. So I'm in northern USA. Yep. And I know of the Piedmont, James. I know I've heard that. I don't know exactly what it means or where it is, but I know I've heard that. Explained like that before. So I've spent a lot of time, in Charlotte and driving down I-85 from Virginia right through, the Carolinas, both Carolinas into Atlanta. Of course, 77 and stuff. So I've been all through North Carolina. And actually, I used to vacation in the Outer Banks years and years ago. Yeah, I like Texas. Texas is a very nice state to drive in. I've spent a lot of time in Texas as well. Laredo and the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Houston. I've been out to El Paso. I've been all through Texas. I really like it down there. Ah, welder. Nice. That is a good skill to have. Pays well too, doesn't it? You specialize in pipeline and structural. Okay. That is very cool. Yeah, Texas is a really nice Ravik to travel through. I like it down there too. The weather gets a little crazy sometimes. Thunderstorms get really bad and things, but it's a really nice state to travel in. I like being down there. Now here comes the rain. Have you spent a lot of time in Texas? So, and James, also with you, do you, it's getting windy. I think I'm gonna hit some thunderstorms. Do you do like buildings? When you talk about pipeline and structural, do you do like a lot of building, like the steel frames and stuff? Oh, you work for yourself, okay. So you only work half a month. Okay. So you're gone for half a month? Is that what you do? You like go away from home and travel, work for half the month and then come home for the other half of the month? Kind of like working on an oil rig. I know they do something very similar. Wind is really whipping this little car around. I prefer pipeline. Okay. Go to a construction site, see if they need a welder. Oh, okay. You're really a freelancer. Okay, I got it. Oh yeah, you should. Welding is awesome. That's a great job. I mean, that's a skill. That's a great skill to have. Wish I was a better welder. In high school I learned to weld in metal shop, but I never really got more into it. You know, I never stuck with it type of thing. But it's very cool to be able to do. So you basically have your own company, right? You're an independent contractor. Years old, yeah, you're young. 112 pounds, holy crap. Yeah, you're a skinny one, aren't you? It's a great skill you got though. Welding is an awesome skill. I think we're gonna get into some bad weather. Yeah, maybe I should have went the other way, huh? I was gonna go across the UP. Maybe I should have, I don't know. Maybe this won't last very long. Yeah, see, we're already running out of it. But it was getting windy and stuff there for a minute, too. I guess thunderstorms coming in. And you have two little brothers, okay? How old are they? Hi, Liddell. How are you? Hi. Hi, Liddell. Where are you from? Yeah, it was coming down there for a minute, wasn't it? Bye, Liddell. Hello. Where are you from, Liddell? Yeah, it's starting to ease up a little bit now. How's the weather down there, James? Probably a lot warmer than up here. Lila Dell, you're from South Africa. That's awesome. I think you're maybe... Well, I think I have had somebody on there from South Africa before. So I think you're like the second person that I've had from South Africa. Welcome anyway. How are things down there? My youngest brother owns his own landscaping business. Okay. He's very, very small. Okay. You guys come from a very small family. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, it's cold there? Oh. Sunny and cold. What's cold there, James? I know up here, well, the car says it's 62 degrees here in Michigan right now. I'm on the west side of Michigan. And it's cold in South Africa as well. Are you guys going in South Africa? Are you going through winter right now? Are you coming into spring? I have a friend that comes on here. She's in Australia, and she was telling me that they're just coming out of winter and just getting into spring and summer. So you have one brother that owns his own landscaping business, and one's a firefighter. Cool. Yeah, that's very cool, James. I make shorts. Oh, you make shorts? Like clothing? Oh, TikTok shorts. Oh, okay. So like short videos. Okay. Is this a channel? Lila Dell, is this a YouTube channel or is it just an account? A 2012 gray crew cab. Chevy. Chevy's the only way to go. I'm a Chevy guy. Oh, a 3500, yeah. Got a big dually, don't you? You need that, though, for hauling welding equipment around. It is, okay. Lila Dell, I will definitely check out your channel and check out your short videos. I don't do TikTok. I don't have that. I'm not a big social media person, so I don't have Instagram or TikTok or anything like that, but you know, if this is your channel, then I'll check out your channel and connect to you as well after my live stream is over. There, I took a snapshot of it, so I got your channel name there. Ooh, you look in the mirror and it's dark back there behind us. I think we got through the bad weather. I think we're okay. Still a little bit windy, but it always is in the fall. Well, let's see if we can get a picture of this. Well, it went down below. Hang on, it'll come back up. I got to get around these trees and stuff, but there's the sunrise. Oh, there it went again. Now it keeps getting blocked by trees and hills. We'll see if we can catch it again. There it is. Good morning, Michigan. I'm trying to get a good view of it, but the trees keep blocking it. I'm from the United States. I'm in Michigan. I live in Michigan here, but I'm taking a road trip. I'm on my way to Minneapolis, Minnesota. That is a long name. Lila Dell. I like Lila Dell. The other one, that is a long name. You got a stick welding machine. I don't know what a stick welding machine is. MIG welding. I've done some MIG welding. You know, when I was, like I said, when I was in school and I was going through metal shop, we did some MIG welding and some tickets and a few other things. Oh, and you have a TIG machine as well. Okay. Oxygen acetylene torches. Yep. You got all that on that truck. Yeah, you need a 3500 dually, don't you? That stuff is heavy. I'm Zulu. Zulu is Zulu, South Africa. Or is that your name? Zulu is your name? No, my name is, it says Malawelo. Sorry, if I'm saying it wrong, I'm very sorry. I'm trying to pronounce it, but Pamalelo. Yeah, you gotta add those grinders to clean up some of that metal sometimes that you're welding, don't you? Yeah, it sounds like you got a nice setup there, James. That you're all good, like a traveling welder. Oh, you have cancer. I'm sorry to hear that. Now, you said I'm Zulu. Is Zulu your name? Sorry to hear about your cancer, my friend. I'm very sorry. Yeah, you have a lot of equipment on that truck, James, man. That truck is working, isn't it? Thank God it's a Chevy. Having cancer is scary. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't know, what kind of cancer is it? May I ask? I hope it's one that's, they can control or maybe cure, put in remission or whatever. I don't know enough, but I know it is scary. We just recently found out that my son's wife has cancer. So, you know, we've had family members that's died of cancer and stuff too. So I know it's a very scary thing. Oh, brain cancer. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's not good. I'm sorry. Hi, honey. There's my Chris. Hi, honey. How are you? Oh, when you're traveling, you use your back seat. I see that a lot on the road. Guys hauling trailers around. They haul vehicles, or they haul hot shots and stuff. They do the same thing. Good, honey. How's your day? Your days? Are you back home now? Are you just getting home? Guys, this Chrissy and Joe here. This is my fiance. You're at the mall waiting for a taxi. Oh, okay. I decided I'm going around the way of Chicago, honey, instead of going across the UP, because when I looked it up this morning, and even last night, it didn't give the route going across the UP anymore. So this way is shorter, so I decided just to go this way. Yes, I'm sure, Lila Dow. I'm sorry, you know, that's unfortunate. I hope that, you know, they can, I don't know what they can do with brain cancer, but it's a tumor, right? You know, so I don't know, can they remove it? They can remove tumors. Yeah, I drive a truck for a living, James. Yep. That's where I'm on my way to. I'm starting with a new company tomorrow. So that's why I'm driving to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Unfortunately, a lot of these companies, you know, their recruiting department, they tell you stories about how great things are, and then you get there and you find out they're not. So I just had that problem with my last company, so I'm starting a new company. Honey, your day been good? Who are you with? Are you with Lisa? Okay, tell her I said hello. I'm waving to my phone. Tell her hello. Get Chris pinned here. There we go. That's usually where Chris sits on my live. I always pin so people can go to her channel as well. So if you guys get a chance, go to Chrissy and Joe there. Go to that channel that I just pinned. That's my, like I said, it's my fiance, and she's in Dubai right now, and she has a great channel as well, and she's usually live just about every day too. I ran across a little bit of weather back there, honey, but it didn't last very long. It was raining really hard and really windy and stuff, but I drove out of it pretty quickly. Geo79, good morning. How are you, my friend? I haven't seen much of you lately. How's things going? Yes, I feel very sad for you as well, Layla Beth. Or Layla Dell. I feel very sorry for you as well. I hope that, you know, they take care of you. Drive safe, honey. I will, honey. Oh, stretch. Oh my Lord. I got up early. I got up at 5:30. Got ready pretty quickly and left the house at 6. Martin, good morning. Yeah, honey, I'm in my rental car. Yep. How's things in Switzerland, Martin? Good to hear, Gio. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Your wife is a first grade teacher. Okay. Nice and sunny there. Good to hear. I ran through some thunders. Well, I didn't really see any thunder, but it was some heavy winds and rain back there. But now it's just cloudy and it's cleared up a little bit, so I've gotten out of it. That's very cool. A teacher. The age range. What is the age range? What, 5 years old? And in 5th grade is usually about, right? So it's like 5 to 10-year-olds that she teaches. Or actually, at 1st grade, she's teaching 6-year-olds. Like 6, 7, right there. The speed limit is. I'm glad it's cleared up and it's gotten dry now. I really didn't want to run through the rain all day. Oh, elementary, yes. Yep. Elementary is 1st through 6th grade. It ranges from different areas. Sometimes I think it's 1st through 5th. pre-K to 5th grade. Yeah, elementary. Yeah. So there's some up here in Michigan. Some of the elementaries are up to 5th grade, and some are up to 6th grade. Yeah, so your wife teaches a little bit of everything, right? She doesn't have one subject. She teaches multiple subjects. Oh, 9 months pregnant. Congratulations. Is this your first? You must be very excited. Congratulations, definitely on that. That's awesome. Oh, she was 4 months before you guys found out for sure. Well, I guess the next question is, do you know what she's having? Twins or possibly triplets? Woo! Wow. You jump in with both feet, don't you? Wow, that's awesome. That is great. Congratulations. Twins or triplets. Wow. I'm about to go home. Okay, honey. Okay. Be careful going home, please. James, I don't know if you heard, this is my fiance right here. Chris and Joe. Wow, triplets would be, man, that's gotta be a lot to handle, having triplets. James, honey, his wife is pregnant and gonna have either twins or triplets. Can you imagine that? That's a lot to take on. Construction. Wife has been secretly with the oh, she's not telling you? Does she know? She knows what the genders are, but she's not telling you? Is that the way you wanted it? You don't want to know? I'm hungry. I want to stop and get something to eat soon, but I don't want to stop in this construction. She knows I have been letting her take the wheel. Okay. Yeah, honey, I've got to get something to eat soon. I'm going to get out of this construction and I'm going to find some place down here where I can grab something real quick. I want to stop and use the restroom anyway. Use the restroom and get something to eat and stuff all in one stop. Yeah, that's good. Let her take the wheel, that's for sure. Just tell her how beautiful she is and glowing and things like that. That's what husbands do, right? We make sure that our pregnant wife knows how beautiful she still is, because I know they don't feel it. And maybe if you have twins, maybe it'd be one boy and one girl. You never know. You know, just because they're twins, they don't have to be the same sex. It could be one of each. You just never know. Never know what God puts in there, what his plan is. Okay, this is annoying. There. Just wanted to let that cop go by and then jump back out here, because that was a very annoying driving across those. Oh, yeah, I just got to figure out what I want to eat, honey. Man, they're out doing soccer this morning. There you go. That's a good idea. Yep. Teach them the trade of welding. That's for sure. It's a good skill to have. There's a truck stop down here in about 10 miles. Maybe I'll stop there. turning around, or did he? Was getting set up. I thought he had somebody pulled over. He's just getting set up to. Oh no, there's something going on up here. Must be an accident up here somewhere. Yep. Somebody spun out against the guardrail there. Well, that sucks. Gotta watch what you're doing, friends. Gotta watch what you're doing. Right, honey? Gotta be careful. My wife drives a 2023 Chevy Suburban. Oh, a Suburban. Those are nice. Those are very nice. I didn't want a Suburban, but I was gonna buy a Blazer. They're so darn expensive. Just, you know, like the full size, the Tahoe. I wanted one of those. But I ended up with a Grand Cherokee, which I love too. Yeah, I really like those. Those are nice. Honey, what am I gonna eat? What do I want? I don't want anything greasy or anything. Well, with a Suburban, you definitely have enough room for twins or triplets, huh? Is your wife 22 as well? Okay. She must have just graduated from college last spring, huh? And she just started working as a teacher? Yawning. I can't be yawning. I got it all day to drive. Low fuel? Already? Where did it go? I left. That was well over a half. I've already used up my gas. I didn't even look at it. Holy crap. Wow, I gotta stop and get gas now. Wow. That went fast. I didn't even think about gas. I thought it'd be somewhere in Indiana that I stopped for gas. I'm right on E. Holy crap. We're gonna stop here. Looks like there's a gas station right here. Yep, we're gonna stop right here. Holy crap, I cannot believe I'm already out of gas. When I picked up the car yesterday, I had 3/4 of a tank. Man, I thought I'd make it over into Indiana or possibly even Illinois before I had to stop for gas. But not the case. Okay guys, I'll be right back. Oh my Lord. Grab the keys. Okay, be right back, guys. I ended up with no breakfast because they're just too goddamn slow. Whoops. Ube girl, hello, how are you? Thank you for coming by, I appreciate it. I really don't want to stop again. I'm gonna try maybe going through the drive-through. But I just stood in there for like 5 or 6 minutes, 8 minutes, and just nothing. I got no closer to getting anything.
Welcome to Arkansas, may I help you?
Yeah, can I get what kind of creamers do you have for coffee?
Just a regular one.
Can I get a mocha frappe,
Size?
a medium, and then can I get 2 donuts, glazed and a double chocolate?
Give me a second, I'll be with you in a second.
I don't have, I'm not sitting and waiting, just the hell with it. I'll just skip eating breakfast. They're just too busy there. I'll eat later. It's not that important. Uwe girl, how's things with you? James, are you still there? Oh, he drives a next gen, or it's a next gen, right? Next gen Dodge. Those are nice too. Yeah, I tried to get something to eat, but stood in line and stood in line, and then I go around to the drive-through, and you're still waiting. I just don't. They got 3 people in there working, and they just can't keep up with the orders. grab the water and keep on rolling. That's what I'll do. Can't believe I used up all my gas already. That was fast. But it's only a 12-gallon tank. Because I went from empty and I filled it up. It only took 12 gallons. So it's maybe a 14-gallon or a 15-gallon tank. I don't know. It's maybe 16. I don't know. It's small. Ponte, good morning. How are you, my friend? I am driving to Minnesota. I'm in a rental car. I'm driving to Minnesota to start a new company. I gave up on that other one. Just wasn't making any money, so I'm starting with a different company, but I have to drive to Minnesota to go through orientation. How's things going with you? Drive safe, Joe. I will, Ellie. How are you, my friend? Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Yeah, this new move is gonna be, I'm gonna lease the truck, but it's a lease that I can end at any time. It's not one that I have to stay in for 2 or 3 years. I think it'll be better money, and I'll be happy. I would get to dispatch myself, so I go where I want when I want, type of thing. As long as I'm making good money, you know, I make my own schedule and stuff. So this is gonna be my last stop, so I gotta make it work. But yeah, that last company, I always sitting. I would sit for 3, 4, 5 hours, sometimes longer, getting unloaded or loaded, you know, and that's just way too much sitting. I just wasn't making any money. I couldn't get any miles in. I didn't even have to do my resets with them because I couldn't get enough driving in to fill a day, you know, or at least to fill a week. So yeah, I'm glad to be away from them. And this other one, I've driven for them before many years ago, but this time I'm going to be what is that? I'm going to be leasing the truck. So yeah, it'd be nice picking my own loads and stuff. Oh, surprised that scale is open over there on a Saturday. Especially in Indiana. These guys aren't normally open at all, ever. Someone's bored, didn't have nothing to do. Ellie, how's your day going, or how did it go? $4 million in the house, guys. I appreciate it. In the house, in the car. They can have you at their beck and call for 3 years. Yeah, this one isn't like that though. This one I can quit. I can turn in the lease anytime. It's a daily lease, and I can quit at any time. Yeah, like Schneider, they were a 3-year lease, and yeah, you were. It was like leasing a car. I mean, you were liable for that lease to the very end. And this one is nice because I can turn it in anytime I want. If I'm not making the money, I can turn it in. Now I own you for 3 years. Oh my God, that would suck to hear that from someone. Now I own you for 3 years. Yeah, that wouldn't have went over well with me. And I'm sure it didn't for you. Now I own you for 3 years, man. I mean, who would have the audacity to say that to someone? I mean, what an ass, really. What, I mean, if you walk away from the rig, it's just like, if you get into like a 3-year lease, I mean, you're liable for that lease, just like a car. You know, if you walk away from a car, you know, they repossess it and it goes on your credit. So I'm figuring a semi truck would be the same thing. I mean, because they tell you you're liable for that lease. So that's, to me, it's just like a car. So it'd probably be the same thing with a truck, you know. But like I said, this one is different. I didn't want to get into a 3-year lease, and I wasn't going to, because in the spring I plan on walking away from driving altogether and going back to real estate. So this lease works for me. Come April or May or even March, if I wanted to, I can end that lease, walk away from it, and I owe nothing. Once Chris gets over here, she's going to be in the truck with me at first, but she was reading recently that she can apply to work even before she gets her green card. So hoping that she's going to be able to get over here and get to work pretty quickly. You know, I want to show her a little bit of the country though. I want her to go in the truck with me for a little bit and see a little bit of the country that way as well, for at least a month or two. But after that, I'm ready to get off the road now. If we wasn't going through this visa process, I would have gotten off the road last spring. But it was such a long process that, you know, it's prolonged everything. So I'll be out in the spring though. I'll be done. But I'll always have the CDL in my back pocket, I think. You know, I thought about getting rid of it. I'm glad I didn't. But I really don't want to ever come back to it again. So go get him, Fido. Man, you the man on this one. You're the man on everything. You just the man. Oh, he was a multi-millionaire. Yep, that sounds like an attitude of someone that rich. Ah, retired nuclear sub commander. Okay. Do they get paid that well? I mean, he probably invested money to make millions. But yeah, I own you for 3 years. Oh my God, that would Yeah, that would suck. Because you dealing with him for 3 years is going to be hell. You know, he's not going to get things done. If you need things done or whatever, he's just going to be a complete ass about the entire thing. You can tell. He would be one that you'd be happy to break a lease with. And I hope he said it in a joking way. Yeah, I bet you he was saying that in a like a joking way. I mean, he did own you for 3 years, but you know, I'm sure he was just joking, right? And these people don't slow down through this construction at all. I got this pickup just riding my ass back there. There's another lane, dude. Just go around. There you go. Turn signal. Switch lanes. Hammer on it. Go get it, boy. Go get it. Go get you some. Oh, he was not joking. He was making a point. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not good. That's definitely not good then. Yeah. She'll get tired of it quickly, you know, because there's nothing for her to do, you know, but sit and ride. She'll do some live streams while I'm driving. Probably do some singing and stuff. She's an awesome singer, Pawnee. She's an awesome singer. So you'll get a chance to see that. A school bus driver. I don't think I have the patience for it. I think what I'll do is I'll use my CDL when I get older. If we decide I could even get in a truck again and travel the country and get paid for it, you know, but I just don't want to be forced into anything, you know. But I think, you know, when I retire, I'm not working at all. I'm not doing anything because, you know, that's one good thing about getting into real estate is it doesn't matter how old I get. It's not physically demanding. You know, it's paperwork and pictures. You know, using my brain more than anything. So I'll be fine. You know, that'll be my last job. Hopefully, you know, I'll retire from that and just never work again. Our only thing to decide will be where do we retire, the Philippines or the U.S.? Or do we go back and forth? You know, something like that. I don't know, because Chris has a house in the Philippines. You know, we could retire there if we really felt like it. But something tells me we probably won't leave the U.S. Not while I'm alive, I guess. Those school bus drivers, man, they've got to have patience. It's a lot of screaming kids, especially on the way home. In the morning, it's a little quieter. You know, they're early in the morning, they're pretty mellow, but after school, they're pumped. They're jumping all around, bouncing off the walls and screaming and hollering, and and that's just the high school students. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that, man. I don't know. Especially high school students, because they can be trouble. Luckily, it is Saturday, though. Chicago traffic is still, I'm sure, going to be horrible, but it won't be as bad as it would during the week. Yeah, they do. And Chris just has a great voice. Yeah, Philippine women are just good women altogether. I'm very lucky. I got a good one. You know, she's even aside from her look, she's just a great person. When I tell her every day how beautiful she is, but you know, I mean it on the inside more than I do the outside. She's really a great person. She just happens to be pretty on the outside too. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Philippine women on YouTube on their live streams singing, and most of them are really good singers. And the men too. Men can sing too. I've ran across a few and thought to myself, man, you should not be doing that, but most of them are really good. Imelda? I don't think I've ever heard Imelda sing, no. I don't know if it's the same Imelda I know. Imelda Marcos. Oh, Imelda Marcos. I don't know. I'm not sure. I probably have, and I just don't remember it. Oh, she does have songs on YouTube. Okay. I was thinking of a different Imelda. There's an Imelda that I know on YouTube, you know, that I pop on her channel now and again. But Imelda Marcos, yeah, I don't think I've ever heard her sing. But I'm sure she's a great singer. I'll have to look her up. Yeah, it took me a minute to figure out who you were talking about. Yeah, Philippine women, they really can sing, most of them. Philippine people in general just like to sing. Chris's brother is a real good singer too. They just, I mean, when you're in the Philippines, you know, they all do it. They all sing for different occasions, birthdays and holidays and stuff. And I love listening to Chris sing. I haven't heard her sing live in a while. Yeah, they do love karaoke, that's for sure. When Chris and I were walking around the Philippines, we were in Manila, there's karaoke stores everywhere. have two different kinds of music that I like the best, and that's rock and country. I like both of those. I've gotten more into country over the last, I would say, 10 years. When I was younger, I didn't like country, but as I get older, I find I like it a lot. But I've always been a rocker. I don't like that stuff where they scream at the top of their lungs, you can't understand what they're saying. But, you know, I do like me some Van Halen and Metallica and Motley Crue and stuff like that. A lot of stuff from the 80s. But country, Jason Aldean, and is probably one of my favorites. And of course, Kenny is always, I think, everyone's favorite. What about you, Pani? What do you like? Oh, I remember the Bee Gees. Yep, I remember the Bee Gees from when I was a kid, the disco era. Yeah. Yeah, Melanie is, I know which Melanie you're talking about. She's very nice. I don't think I've ever heard her sing, no. I go on her live stream now and again. She's very supportive. She's always on me and Chris's live streams, and I haven't seen her yet this morning, though. She's very nice. People don't sing on their live streams as much as they used to. You used to see it all the time, but you just don't see it that often anymore. Chatones? I've never heard of the Chatones. What kind of music is that? The Chatones. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that one. I really love music. Back in my younger years, I used to strum a guitar a little bit, but not real well. I was learning to play, and just life gets busy, and I never kept up with it, but I really love music as well. If I'm not on here talking to Chris, usually when I'm driving down the road, I'm listening to music. Still hungry though. Yep. Since I didn't get my breakfast, I am hungry. Just grab something from the store side to eat going down the road, just munch on or something, but I didn't. Okay, Pawnee, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy yourself outdoors. Got chores to do? Go out there and make stuff. Enjoy anyway, whatever you're going outdoors to do. Have a good day, my friend. I'll see you soon. Welcome back, Gio. Yeah, you gotta watch the copyright infringement here on YouTube. That's why, yeah, people don't do it. You're right. That's why they don't do singing on live streams anymore, because it's a copyright. They can go back, they can do what people were doing was they would do their live stream, and then, you know, they would collect everything from it, the watch hours and everything, and then they'd have to go back in and mute the whole thing once they ended it, so that YouTube didn't get upset with them. Traffic is getting a little bit thicker the closer we get to Chicago. Hopefully I should be able to buzz through here pretty easily. It's almost 10 o'clock Michigan time, so it's almost 9 o'clock Illinois time, so yeah, but it's Saturday. I don't know how much that really matters anymore, but it is Saturday. Some people don't have to work today. So many foreigners, they come over here and they start trucking companies to get their own authority and things, you know. And welcome to Illinois. All right, we're in Illinois now, guys. Just 2 more states to go. 2 down, 2 to go. 2 down, really 3 to go, because I still have to drive through Illinois. I'm gonna hit 5 states today. So I have Illinois to go through, Wisconsin, and then into Minnesota. but just inside Minnesota. Ooh, I should slow down a little bit. Getting excited here. 80 miles an hour. hurry. There's another one in a hurry. Oh, Liz, good morning. How are you, my friend? Dorothy, hello. How are you? Popped in to give likes. I appreciate it. Ah, the grocery store. Here we come. All right, don't forget the chocolate. Make sure you get chocolate. Chocolate should always be on the menu. Just saying. Be safe going to the grocery store there, Dorothy. Helping your stepmom this weekend. Good. Good job. How old is your stepmom? Oh, yawning. Oh, my Lord. I've been driving for about 3.5 hours, so I'm roughly a third of the way there. Can't be yawning. God, I gotta keep it down under 80 too. In her 70s, oh, okay. Yeah. Dorothy, a woman after my own heart. Chocolate. I love chocolate. You put chocolate on anything, I'll eat it. Except for maybe like a hot dog or something. I mean, let's not get crazy, but you know what I mean? I put chocolate on anything. Pumpkin spice season too. Yes, it is. Creamer in the coffee, lattes, all that. Yep. USM2, how are ya? Thanks for coming by. Where are y'all going? I am heading for Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Right now I'm just on the outskirts of Chicago. Going around the western suburbs of Chicago. Heading up to Wisconsin and take that up and across over to Minneapolis. Oh, you live in Illinois. What part of Illinois? I know a lot of people don't like to say like their hometowns, but I guess what part? West Central. Okay. St. Louis area. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, I've been all through this state. Being a truck driver, I've been all through all states, I think, but been definitely around Chicago a lot. What's going on this weekend? Okay. Okay, I gotcha. Oh. You have 2 field shows? Okay. Yeah, they do. They drive like maniacs around here. You gotta either join them or get the hell out of the way. I try to avoid them as much as possible, but yeah, I've had a few of them this morning back there that was whipping all through traffic. 100 miles an hour. It's just crazy. What's a field show? What is that? What do you mean by field show? Hanny, how are you, my friend? Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the like. I appreciate it. How are you doing? How's your weekend? Hey, Washboard Man, how are ya? Thanks for coming by. How's things in France? Oh, football game. Okay. Halftime show for a football game. Okay, I gotcha. I am doing good. Just on my way up to Minneapolis. Just rounding Chicago right now. When it comes to construction, I hope it's not all backed up or anything. Oh. Okay, thank you, USM. Stay safe while traveling. Okay, yeah, thank you, USM. I really appreciate you coming by and hanging out a little bit. Have a good rest of your weekend as well. Yeah, 4:15 in the afternoon. Yeah, it's well, it's 10:15 Michigan time here, but 9:15 a.m. Illinois time. So I guess I should just say it's 9:15 a.m. here. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to deal with this traffic and construction, so I might miss a couple of comments, so I apologize. Sorry. Man, I'm really hungry. You know, when I stopped, all I would have gotten is donuts anyway, so they don't stay with you very long anyway. And they're not good for me. Okay, now what we got going on here? Oh, I didn't miss anything. Okay. My regards to your wife. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I will tell her you said hello. She's working hard as usual. She's a very hard worker. 15 hours a day she works. She works very hard. I'm always very proud of her and very impressed with her work ethic. Now we got through the construction. Hopefully, that's, I don't think there's any more, but there could be. This, I'm not sure. How's everyone doing on this fine weekend? Am I still on? Is this thing still working? There's a couple planes coming in right over our head. It's already 70 degrees. I'm gonna stop and throw some shorts on. I wore sweats to be comfortable, but I'll tell you what, it's getting warm. Uh-oh. Crap, hang on, my phone's dying and I gotta get it plugged in here. I gotta be able to stop somewhere so I can go grab a cord. Over here real quick. Okay. Oh, there we go. Hopefully it doesn't die on me. It's down to 1%. Oops. Yeah, you're the only one right now, aren't you? No clouds there. Nice. I ran through some rain a little bit ago, but it's cleared up quite nicely since then. Man, now all of a sudden there's a lot of traffic. There wasn't when I stopped. The van's just going too slow. Okay, you didn't see that. Tell no one. No, the only problem I had was my phone was about to die. So I forgot to grab my charger. So I just had to pull off on the side to where I could go back in one of my bags and grab my charger and get the phone plugged in before it died. No clouds in the sky. That would be very nice. Like I said, I ran into rain earlier and some strong winds and stuff, but it's cleared up a little bit since then. I mean, it's still cloudy, but at least there's no rain. always makes me laugh. This lady just drove by me in this car. She has a mask on. You know, like a germ mask, like we had for COVID, and she's the only one in the car. Why do people insist on doing these things? Oh, there's somebody in the back seat. Okay. You can still see him right there. Okay. Maybe I get it now. Jesus, you idiot. Oh, running. Oh, I love people. Yep, crazy drivers around Chicago. Good morning, Joe. Hey, Joe. Yeah, Joe and Jenny. Good morning, Joe. How are you, my friend? Yeah, you gotta be careful on these roads. You know, that person almost ran right into the car next to him, just being in too big of a hurry. Yeah, I think they are racing. I've seen a few cars now this morning driving like that. Just whipping in and out of traffic, running through here at 100 miles an hour, and at least 100 probably. I mean, just flying, because I'm doing 77 right now, 76. You know, I've been going between 76 and 78, and they went by me. I got sitting still. Here comes another one. Yeehaw, go get him. Race right up to the back of that car. And yet another one. Sometimes I wish I didn't drive, Joe. Oh, these people out here are crazy. And I don't want to sound like an old man, but especially these young drivers. They're the ones out here driving like maniacs. It's not an old man thing. It's just a fact. How's things going with you, Joe? How's your weekend? Yep, doing well here. Doing well. I tell you on the next road, be careful, yeah? Yep, you've got to be careful on all these roads around this area. These people are crazy. I don't want to die. I decided. Getting ready for rain there. Okay, I had a little bit earlier up in Michigan, but it's just cloudy here now. Oh, you are like permanently in a wheelchair now? That's not good. That's gonna make it harder getting around, huh? Well, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Joe. I was hoping you'd be getting better. Oh, with the dark clouds and stuff, yeah. I ran through when I was up in Michigan. I was by Grand Rapids and I hit some really dark clouds, and it was pouring pretty. It was raining pretty good and windy and stuff. It was early, but I mean, it was definitely made things darker. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I just hit 3 hours, and that's about all I wanted to do. I gotta let my phone charge before Chris calls. So, thank you everyone that came by, hung out with me a little bit, and I will be back on soon. I don't know exactly when. I never know anymore, but tomorrow I'll be busy. Next couple of days I'll be busy, so I'll get back on here as soon as I can. But thank you guys. Joe, I'm on my way up to Minneapolis. I'm in a rental car, actually. I'm switching companies because that other one I wasn't making any money, and I was doing too much sitting. That's all they had me doing was sitting, so I had to get away from them before I went broke. So I'm starting a new company tomorrow, and I'm gonna lease a truck and things. I'll tell you more about it. I'll try to call you in a little bit. I gotta let my phone charge though before Chris calls, because it's down to 3%. So thank you guys, and we will see you next time.